So guys, in our previous episode we had covered our DIY heat presses, and everything you need to know about it is in that previous episode. So if you haven't watched it, please go and do so. Now today behind me we are going to be covering our next set of heat presses, which is the industrial heat presses here behind me. So guys, in front of me here, the first option we've got for our industrial is our multi-heat press. Now, what does that mean? What do you get with it? You get a multitude of attachments. Not only do you have a swing away heat press, which is very nice to have, adjustable height, but you also have all these other attachments that you can not only just do t-shirts, you can go ahead and also do pens, which is this piece over here. You've also got a cap press attachment. And then your last but not least is your different mug attachments as well. Now, the only thing that I see a downside for myself here is that if you are someone that needs to do, let's say 10 shirts, 10 caps and 10 mugs all in one day, and you've got the time to switch out each component, then this set is perfect for you. It's going to last you that long-legged life that you needed to do the job. But if you don't have the time, then I would really recommend not this set and maybe getting your own individual mug press or tumbler press. Then from there you can get an individual cap press. From there you can get yourself an individual actual press for doing shirts. Now what I can say is that if you do have the time and you don't need to switch out the components as often, then this is the perfect set for you. But if you're not going to do that, then let's move on to our next one, which is our mug presses and tumbler press. So I'm going to start here with our smallest one, which is our new cup press. Now this is a standalone mug press, which allows you to have permanent power supply to it in the back, and then on our side we have got our control panel here, which allows you to change your settings and the time of which you're going to heat press your mug. This one is fantastic because it doesn't take up much space on your desk or wherever you're doing your heat pressing, and you can do one at a time, make sure it's controlled, and all of them should look the same. For me, that is perfect because consistency is key. From here, we have got our brand new tumbler press. Now, I like this thing because it looks nice and sturdy. It's got a really nice arm here to go ahead and clamp the heat press in, and you've got your screws to adjust the actual size of your tumbler. Now, once you're done, you just go ahead and clamp it. And then again in the front here, you've got your control panel. And this allows you to change all your settings and time of which the heat press will work. And this one is also got its own power supply here on the side and is dedicated to itself. Unlike our multi-heat press, all of those attachments have to be connected separately. So, if you're needing something like this I would say is your perfect idea to start doing mug pressing, and it's definitely going to get you a long lifespan out of these ones because these are a lot more industrial. You could drop this on the floor and probably break the floor, not your mug press. The next one we have here is our cap press. Now I am a fan of this one because, like other ones, when you are getting your cap press, you don't get that many base attachments for the size of the cap or the area of which you're heat pressing, because sometimes you want to heat press, let's say on the side of the cap, and you've only got so much space to work with. So getting different size attachments is really something important, and I really like the fact that that is something that you get. So you just go ahead and pull it down, and then it will start, and then once you're done it goes back up again. So if you're looking for something like this, it's going to last you a hell of a lot longer than your multi-heat press attachments. Reason being is because you're not having to change this every single time. Unplug it, plug it back in, it stays pretty much like this. And if you are going to be doing caps quite often, you'll probably choose a size base plate that fits you best and what you're pressing. The next one we have here is our standalone heat press, which is a clamshell as well. This one is fantastic. You just go ahead and push it down and then it releases back up again. Now this one's quite unique. All of its settings are on top here, and this is where you go ahead and control your temperature, time and so on like that. And you've also got your pressure knob here. That is to tighten how much pressure you get on your heat press. And my absolute favorite thing about this heat press is it's got a lovely handle here, and you just pull it out, put your shirt in so that you don't have to burn your hands here underneath the plate, which is quite important. You know, on some other models, you go ahead and put your shirt in. When you pull it here, sometimes you burn your hand. It's not so good. So this is a fantastic feature that it pulls out. It's quite nice and sturdy. I don't see that wobbling around or shifting when it gets a bit older. And I must say, if you're looking for quality, this is definitely the one to go for. So that covers pretty much all of them, except for our last one here. Last but not least, the cream of the crop here is our double heat press. Now, this has to be my absolute favorite one. I've also got one of these myself. In terms of production and lifespan, this is going to save you so much time and money having a double station here. And whilst you're busy with one shirt over here and setting it up, you pull over your shirt, line it up with this amazing LED laser that comes with it. It sets a nice little cross beam on the bed here so that you can line up each shirt exactly. And what's so cool is you can go ahead and actually physically move this. And what that means is if you're going to be doing, let's say, this logo here on my shirt, you can line up that laser so that every single time you put the shirt there, you're putting your branding in the exact same place in a straight line. Now, if that doesn't make Streamline really good, then I don't know. This is certainly something I enjoy using. It does use a little air compressor to bring up the head, and you're just going to use a slight little motion with the hand moving it to the other side, and it is quite simple to use. So this machine comes with an air compressor standard, and that's what powers the up and down of this with its pneumatic section here. Now, this is quite simple to use. This is your inline over here, and then you've got your stop button if you want to stop the process for some emergency. Here in the front, you've got your control panel, and you've got your dial which switches it to manual heat pressing, which means that when you're wanting to actually heat press on manual, you'll have to move it side to side by yourself, and when you're ready to heat press, you push this button. But if you switch it to auto, that's where it gets quite interesting. It's got a micro switch on either side of the heat press, so that when you pull it to the right hand side or left hand side, it hits the micro switch and it automatically goes down, starts its timer, and automatically goes up for you. So you've got different options available on how you're going to heat press. Alright guys, so if you're wanting to heat press mugs, caps, or your general heat pressing all the way to the cream of the crop here behind me, we've pretty much got everything needed to either start a new business or upgrade your business. Now, the only thing we are waiting for is for you to come on over to our demo center here behind me. As you can see, we're always busy showing off our machines here at AM. So the only thing we need you to do is come on over, see it for yourself, and see if you're happy with everything I've shown you here today. And thank you for watching.